Some days, I just sit on my bed, staring at the ceiling, genuinely wondering what exactly goes on inside a man's head. And no, this isn't a metaphor nor a poetic lament. It's a scientific-level doubt, because it doesn't make sense. You're there, walking down the street, minding your own business, daydreaming about quitting your job or what to cook with the 2 sad potatoes in your fridge, when suddenly you're the star of a live street show. Applause not included. Comments fly in the air, sharp like darts. Some whispered, some screamed for effect, some narrated like a sports commentator. And you didn't even do anything. You just existed, just breathed, just walked past them. There's the romantic poets, those who offer everything in a single breath. Dinner, drinks, maybe a spontaneous wedding. Proposals launched like confetti. Come home with me, baby, they say, as if they weren't standing on a cracked sidewalk with a bag of chips in one hand and last night's regret in the other. And just when you think you've heard it all, they bring their mothers into the equation. My mom would love you as her daughter-in-law, says the stranger who doesn't even know your name. He saw you for 3 seconds and already imagined you at Sunday lunch, slicing tomatoes while calling his mom, ma'am. But the ones that truly activate my inner fury are the boundary breakers. The ones who don't settle for yelling nonsense to the wind. They go further. They step into your space. Try to touch. Try to start a conversation like you're mid-flirt, not mid-errand. As if the simple fact of being a woman walking down the street is an invitation to enter your aura, your air, your breath. These are the men who treat your presence like a neon sign flashing available for interaction, when in reality, you are just trying to get to the bakery before it closes. Honestly, I'm tempted to write a thesis one day. Something academic. The evolution of catcalls and urban masculinity. I can already hear the opening line. When the doctor shouts, "It's a boy," the newborn receives not just a name, but a sacred script of sleazy pickup lines encoded in his DNA. From "Hey, beautiful" to "Damn, you're thick," the glossary grows. Puberty hits, hormones swirl, and the cheap romance phrases blossom like weeds. And eventually, he transforms into the neighborhood's drunk uncle, still slurring a "Hey, princess" from the bar stool. A full circle of cringe. I've even had a few moments where my inner street fighter came out. Don't worry, he survived. And I ran. Picture this. I'm walking peacefully down the sidewalk, minding my path, when I spot this walking trash can heading straight at me. His hands? Ready for unsolicited contact. I didn't hesitate. I slapped his hand mid-air and shouted, "Ooh, seriously?" It was a reflex animalistic. Then I noticed his size. He was large. I, on the other hand, am more economy-sized. So I walked away quickly, but with dignity. Always with dignity. My dramatic exit was assisted by the judgmental stares of nearby strangers, which I gratefully used as my cover for a stylish escape. And then there are the Clark Kents, the soft-spoken ones with X-ray vision. They smile, tilt their heads, and their eyes scan you, not subtly, not gently, but aggressively. You feel your zippers twitch in fear. That look doesn't say hi. It says, "I undressed you with my mind and rewound the footage twice." You're suddenly paranoid. Is my skirt tucked into my underwear? Did a boob slip out and I missed it? You want to dive behind the nearest pole, poster, or potted plant to check that everything's still buttoned, zipped, and in place. Because that look? It's invasive, surgical, and don't assume that just because a guy is labelled friend that you're safe. Oh no, I had one of those. A colleague, not even close enough to justify any intimacy. He came in for a hug and pop. I felt it. My bra unhooked itself like it had free will. Yes, I'm repeating this for emphasis. He unclasped my bra with a hug. No warning, no setup, No magician's gloves. Just sheer, terrifying skill. I froze. My cheeks went crimson. And he smirked. Like a boy who found the cheat code in a video game. And still haunted. Where do they learn this? Is there a black market for this kind of knowledge? A YouTube tutorial titled, "How to Unlock Her Bra in 3 seconds or less." This should be illegal. Internationally. Here's the truth no one likes to admit. Every man is born with a little seed of sleaze. Some learn to prune it, others let it grow into a full-blown forest. And they always have an innocent-sounding excuse, don't they? We're just friends, or you look like you needed a hug. But funny how they're never on your boyfriend's side during an argument. Funny how your guy's friend always has too much to say about your skirt length. Funny how it takes them forever to admit they're interested in someone else, because they're probably interested in you. One time, a guy straight up asked me if I wanted to get married. I, being the hopeless romantic I am, smiled and said yes. It felt sweet, until he took it as an invitation to convince me marriage was a scam. Not because he wanted to marry me instead of my boyfriend. Oh no, that would have been cute. No. He wanted me to believe that every man cheats. That fidelity is fiction. That real men can't control themselves. And he said it with the confidence of someone who'd never heard the word therapy. According to him, male biology simply doesn't allow for loyalty. Tragic. But despite the catcalls, the X-ray stares, the inappropriate touches, the unsolicited proposals, the unsolicited theories about how my life will inevitably fall apart after marriage, I still hold on to a sliver of hope. Maybe it's foolish. Maybe it's a side effect of too many romantic comedies. But I still believe somewhere out there, floating in this chaotic universe, there's a decent man left. An uncorrupted creature. A rare species. Maybe even an alien. Someone who'll look at me first, and only later unwrap the bonus features. Someone who still doesn't know how to unhook a bra with a hug, but could learn respectfully if invited. Is that too much to ask? Or am I really going to have to raise one from scratch? Plant the seed, water it with boundaries and decency, and wait 15 years for it to bloom into a man who doesn't shout, "Smile, sweetheart," from a moving car. Because let me tell you, if evolution left us here, in a world where, "Hey, gorgeous" is still considered an opening line, we're gonna need a revolution with glitter and pepper spray. If you've ever been through this too, if you've ever been mentally undressed on your way to the grocery store, or had to pretend you didn't hear a grown man whisper, "Delicious," at 9 am, share this video. Send it to your best friend, your sister, or that cousin who always has a comeback ready. Leave a comment with the most ridiculous thing a stranger's ever said to you. Because our voices are not ornaments, they are armor. And the more we speak, the louder we get. Join me. Let's chronicle this madness until the world has no choice but to listen.